So today, the Giants did just about exactly the same thing as they did yesterday. They get behind, they come back. Look, in a way, this was exactly the same. They got behind, they came back to the point of being one run behind, and then didn't get that one run. It's exactly the same as what happened yesterday. Behind, they come back to all but one of the runs, they lose by one run. And it's a bad way to play baseball, yes, but it's what's happened to the Giants. They lost 4-3 today. Only this time, they did not get behind until the 6th inning. It can't be blamed on Logan Webb. He pitched almost 6 innings, 5 2/3, allowed one unearned run. The Giants committed 4 errors defensively, so that's not good. But Tyler Rogers was disgustingly ineffective, and he gave up despite any errors that may have occurred in his inning, which I wasn't following it live, so I can't tell you that. He did give up a home run and a double, so there's something on Rogers. He was disgustingly ineffective. So that's how the Padres score 4 runs. In the Giants, Tyro Estrada singled in 1 run in the bottom of the 8th. Then in the bottom of the 9th, Jock Peterson hit a 2-run home run to bring the deficit to 1 run. But exactly as they did yesterday. And yesterday, too, I think, if I remember correctly, it was in the 9th inning that the Giants came to being behind 1 run. Same thing today. Jock Peterson hit his 2-run home run. The Giants came to being behind the Padres only 1 run, and yet they couldn't come back and they lost by 1 run. So in a way, it's exactly the same thing as what happened yesterday. And it's clearly not good baseball. That's how they lost the game. And it is frustrating, and it actually just amazes me the way the Giants can't perform, can't deliver in years where it could take just a tip in either direction to get them to the playoffs or to keep them out of it. It really just is not cool to me the way they can't perform in such years. And you could say 2018 was something like that. I mean, they get into August, they fell off pretty quickly. They did not have the extra playoff spot then, obviously. 2019, too, that was a year when they should have got more at the trade deadline. They didn't, and they stayed in the playoff race just almost throughout the whole month of August. Then they got swept by the Cubs in that series towards the end of August, and then in September they just completely fell out of the playoff race in 2019. Didn't end there. 2020, they had 1 game where if they had won it, they would have gotten into the playoffs because the Cardinals beat the Brewers that day. But the Giants lost to the Padres that day on their final game of 2020 and were out of the playoffs. 2021 was the year they got to the playoffs, and it wasn't a real battle. They were just winning and winning and winning, so that was a good thing. But now we're in this year. It looks like another one of those fringe wildcard years where you get the tip in the direction to get you to the wild card game, or you don't. And it just amazes me the way the Giants, they fall off this thing every single time. And the majority of teams don't make the playoffs, so maybe a lot of teams would say it amazes them, but I'm speaking from the perspective of the Giants, and it just, they show no ability to make late season playoff runs that can actually be successful. Something goes wrong for the Giants at the last minute, and it is going wrong now. They've lost the 2nd straight game in a row in the same way. They lost by 1 run, and they lost in the same way. Get behind, failed comeback. So that's the way they played today. It's not good baseball. Also, the Giants did not capitalize fully on their opportunity to win some games by playing weaker, below 500 teams. You remember when I said that, okay, the Padres are a strong team. They're probably not going to win the division, but hey, Padres are a postseason team, I think for sure. They're a very strong team. The Giants had to play them. Before that was their opportunity. Remember when I said that when I was saying the next few series that were coming up were against teams with records of below 500, and that the Giants needed to fully capitalize on that? Well, they swept the Pirates last time they played them. Then they split the series against the Diamondbacks. Hey, not good enough. They lost a series to the Rockies, and they split a series against the Tigers. So then they had to play the Twins. I believe the Twins are doing really well. So they had 4 series. Is that the plural? I hope so. Where they were playing teams that were weak and where the schedule was easy because they were playing teams below 500. So they needed to win, and they did not capitalize on that at all. They swept one series, split 2 others, then lost the other series against the Rockies. So did the Giants get what they needed to get out of that? The answer to that question is no. And now the schedule is getting tough again, and evidently we're feeling the effect of that. Thank you for watching. This has been Giants Baseball 101. Please subscribe if you have not. Also, please feel free to comment or email me at gabrielvaughn89@gmail.com. And with that, I'll see you next time on Giants Baseball 101.